Hello everybody, how's it going? Sorry about the delays. We're here. And we got some action coming up here tonight. Some Incorrect Terror. Tourney action, yeah, it's a top tier tournament. Back again. So happy to be here. Happy to have this event. If we actually take a look, I actually can show you the bracket right now. Because we are still waiting on one of the teams to show up. First match, that's why we were so delayed. That's why we've been delayed here, which is not a big deal. But let me show you the tournament. Can I not scroll on this thing? Oh, I can't scroll. Well, that's annoying. One sec. This is not looking great. Actually, I have it already. Let me... You guys can tell I'm totally prepared for this. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Let me make sure I get... You won't be able to see all the updated results, but I'll tell you anyways what's been happening around here. So here's our bracket. There you go. It's 14 teams. Here are all of them. I can tell you already one result. TC have advanced to the next round because Sinister Egos have forfeited. But our matches are going to be Technique and Sinister Mini Pekkas. And the winner of that match taking on Little Critters. As again, we'll hopefully get these teams in very, very soon. Again, I do know Technique is in, led by Stingray. We're waiting on Mini Pekkas. Again, this is single elimination. All matches actually today are best of 5 for this stream. Only match that isn't is the grand finals. It's best of 7, but obviously I'm not going to be streaming that. I'm only streaming the first. I'm only streaming rounds 1 and 2. What a day it will be. We got some pretty good action. I'll be excited for this. No, don't worry. You're not missing any action there. Big Sportsy. Sorry about the delay. And also, hello, Chris. C4. Welcome in. Nice to see you all again. No, you're not missing any action. We need to wait on these teams. We haven't got any updates on them. I'm also going to make a prediction poll. Again, as you saw, this is a pretty close match, at least on record. As these teams are the closest to each other in seeding, 7 and 8. Mr. Mini Pekkas. Technique. Technique's considered the higher seed in this one. Let me make sure I get that prediction poll up for you. Again, it's pretty chill. Be a fun night of action. Again, we're only going to have 2 rounds to have to work with. Again, hopefully we're just going to get things going. I know I'm waiting on Mr. Mini Pekkas to join. But again, let me also make sure I have the right person pinged. I'm hoping we have the right people. Yeah, I have the right person. So, there. Again, hopefully we're going to get these things going. Again, reminder, match today are best of 5. I'll update you on any issues and any of, you know, kind of things that are happening. Again, hopefully we'll get these things in. Again, we're gonna give we will give Sinister Mini Pekkas a couple more minutes to see if they can actually get themselves in the lobby. I don't like to wait for this kind of stuff, but it does seem like again that they haven't responded yet, and that does worry me that we're only gonna be able to see that next round. So we'll see what happens, see what developments occur here. But for now, again, Technique are in the lobby. I can tell you they're in the lobby. They are here. Again, being led by Stingray. Again, we'll we'll see what happens here, what changes, if there are any adjustments. As again, I'm just trying to get these guys in. We're going to give them probably 7 or so more minutes. So while it's happening, hopefully, again, you guys are doing well. I've just been trying to work things out. But again, I'm just trying to get things sorted out. Again, I'm sorry that we're going to have basically, like, we might have up to like 30 minutes of nothing. But that's what happens sometimes when you don't know if the team's going to make it or not. Again, I'm happy that you guys are joining it. Let me know, ask me anything if you guys want to talk. This is a pretty relaxed stream because, you know, there's nothing big happening. Let me know if there's any issues. Let me know if there's anything you want to talk about. Here again, just specifies. I'm not going to be super focused on the matchups because it is just, you know, fun after all. Again, if you want to like ask something, want to say something, this is your best time to learn literally anything about me. I answer literally everything, so go for it. Go for it. Want to ask something? Now's your time to do it. As again, you rarely ever get to have this kind of time with me, see, and you know, get to talk with me like more casually. But again, this is IncorrectTerror's trio tourney, top trio tourney, or otherwise known as TTT, or Terror's TTT, known as that. It says again, this is actually number 7, I believe, on his tournaments. So I'm doing this for a little while. So I've joined him a little while ago, and again, what's nice is we have a couple other casters. If you want to see, you can join the IncorrectTerror's stream, twitch.tv/IncorrectTerror. You can also join Rocket Star's stream. Rocket Star's also got some of the action. And Zen Zero, good friend of mine, Zen Zero, also in the action. All these guys are people that I know, so it's always fun to kind of get to have some other action. So if you want to see other matches, have it as well. And we should be getting things sorted out as soon as possible. Again, hopefully we'll get some updates soon enough. As, again, surprising that we don't have any updates. But, again, we'll wait a couple more minutes. We'll see if the Mini Pekkas team does join. Again, we are just waiting on anything from them. And we're going to only have 2 best-of-5s today, so... Well, not even, actually, if this match becomes a forfeit. We're going to go right into our next round. Again, there is no necessary delay for these matches, although I know the first one's going to take it's going to take about 2 hours, because I think it's going to be Rocket Star who has 2 matches today. No, it's not. It's Zen. Then Zero has 2 of the matches, I believe. And so he'll be having to wait on that first round. But again, not a big deal. I don't mind waiting a little bit. And again, I know IncorrectTerror's got his match with Sinister Diversity G5 Esports. And there's Team Pyramid Team Savvy that is on Zen Zero. Then he will take Clips Perplexed. And I know Rockstar's got Dissolve with the Facebook boys. But again, we'll take a look at that bracket. I guess why not? Because you guys could see it again. There you go. Again, I can already tell you again on the updates and such. That again, that we already have TC getting past Sinister Ego with the forfeit there. Ego did report right before the series started that they could not make it. As I am getting an update, actually, we are going to have our match after all. Again, apparently they're having some issues, but they will be joining. But again, we are getting updates. They are here. Oh, they can't see the channel. No wonder. But again, we will get this matchup going after all. As yeah, we are getting an update. They are here. but they could not see the matches info for whatever reason. They didn't have the channel enabled, which is a problem when you don't have the tournament info channel enabled. There you go. They've enabled it. I think this is a newer team as well, so I'm not surprised that that is an issue. It does happen to a lot of people where they don't enable channels that they should be. But good enough for us. We waited for them. That means they'll be playing after all in this best of 5. And again, we'll have 2 matches. It's going to be a nice quick day. As soon as this match is over, we're probably going to take a quick 5-minute break and we'll go right into our next one. I do apologize for the delays, but hey, again, if you guys still want to ask questions, want to say hi, want to say anything, I'm here. Supporter C, I'm a caster. I've been doing this for... It's going to be 2 years in December. It's going to be exciting. So it's almost 2 years full of just straight on casting almost every single day. And I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. It's fun. I love this. So again, still a little best of 5. Get some fun action as again, prediction poll I think has 2 minutes left. The prediction poll is going to be closing very soon, so vote for who you think will take this. As again, there we go. I think everybody is in. No, not entirely. We still have to wait on at least one more person. Again, everybody should be joining in just a moment. Again, we'll just message these guys and we'll see what's up, see what's happening. Because again, we'll make sure we get stuff updated and sorted out as soon as possible. My apologies on the delays that we've had. Again, we should be getting stuff. But it actually turns out I think actually Technique now don't have a player. No, they just left. They'll be back at any moment. I see how this is going. No, that's a different person. Oh, there's going to be 5 more minutes here, but... Well, I'm happy that we're going to have this delay, because I only have 2 matches. I'm gonna have to, that means actually second round might be more on time with me and whoever. And, I think it's, again, Zenzu is to take those first 2 matches. Or 2 matches for that first round, so... No, don't worry, again, you're not missing anything. Just a long delay. Sorry about that, everybody. Again, this is a best of 5. Again, we'll be getting things kind of sorted out. I think it's best of 5s until finals, which is best of 7. So we'll be getting these matches done pretty quickly. They're about 45 minutes each. Yeah, it'll be a good day. It's gonna be a good day for action. As again, single elimination, loser is out, so you don't want to lose early. First round, 6 teams are gonna be eliminated out of the 14 total that have joined. And again, we've already got 1 with the forfeit. Then there's gonna be 5 other teams to join them. It's gonna cut this pool down to 8. Then the next round, 4 more teams are gonna go, making it only down to the final 4. So yeah, you gotta play pretty well to get yourself in here. As I think everybody's in. Or maybe not. I'm trying to see. As again, I think that's their last joining in. I'm trying to check stuff real quick. Sorry about this, everybody. But I gotta make sure we get everybody in the lobby. I know that these teams have their players available. They both have told me. At the end, we have mini Pekkas in the lobby. Technique still waiting. No, okay, it is not. So we're still waiting on the last tier for Technique. Again, apologies on the delays. Again, we'll hopefully get things sorted out. Hopefully all of you in chat are doing fine. As yeah, everybody in chat's having a little fun here. Now I see Mini Pekkas making fun of Technique for having again a player that's not that hasn't actually been able to join yet. One of the players is falling very late. Obviously, as you can see, we're 30 minutes late. But again, there's no rush. We still have to get through that first round, and again, someone's got 2 matches on that first round, so it's going to be a little longer for them. Meaning that no matter how late this match is going to be, we're still going to be on time for that. Hopefully, as long as the series isn't exceptionally long itself. But this is expected to be a really close match between Technique and Mini Pekkas. These are the closest rated teams to each other in the brackets. So again, winner of this will have to play Little Critters, and that has historically been the best team in this tournament for a very long time. So yeah, I don't think anybody really wants to play against that team, but it's not a big deal. I hear whoever plays the Little Critters, because Little Critters aren't going to be able to have that warm-up. They're not going to be able to play that first round. They get a bye, but that does mean that they don't get to play the first round and warm up. It's going to be a little interesting to see how they'll play, but Little Critters are expected to win against whoever takes this one. But upsets do happen. Little Critters do win often, but they don't win every time. As yeah, again, Mini Pekka still making fun of Technique in chat. I do appreciate them having a little fun. Again, we'll get things kind of sorted out. As I think their last may have just joined. I think I just heard that their last has joined. No, it hasn't. It's just more of Mini Pekkas. And we'll wait on that last player to join, but we can't wait too long. But again, it's gonna be a fun day. It'll be a lot of fun action. And now they're having a little fun. All right. Okay. Yeah, I'm happy that that's gonna be on stream, obviously. Oh dear. Actually, it doesn't have to be. People don't see it. As these guys are having a little fun in chat. You know what? Well, again, we'll see if we can get things started up as soon as possible. I still don't know where that last player is, but they said to be here any moment, so and we'll wait on them. Best of 5s anyways, so I don't have any major rush. Reminder, tonight we will have another series actually later after this, an ATS matchup. From the Ascension Cup, it will be Yeah versus Null Flight Ghost White. That's going to be in about 3 hours from now, so again, a lot of time to get these 2 matches done. I'm hoping it's not much later, though, because I don't want to have this match take too long. But... and should have things sorted out in just a moment. As again, we're just, like, sorting things out here. Again, all of you are doing well in chat. Again, thank you for joining. Top tier Tourney number 7. I'm assuming I'm probably the person who's going to be starting the latest out of all of them, though. With there's the last player. As there we go. Everybody's in! We finally have that last player joining. Again, they joined late, but I was told about this, so I don't have a problem with the delays. Let's get things going. Best of 5. Technique on the blue. Sinister Mini Pekkas in the orange. Again, Technique with Stingray, Ruin, and Tritone. Sinister Mini Pekkas with MJ World, FRZ, and Zazu. And right now, again, this is going to be a close match. Technique considered the number 7 seed. Sinister Mini Pekkas, number 8. Winner of this will get to play that top seed in the Little Critters in the next round. See who can do it, though. Best of 5 to figure that out. And so far, pretty even, and I think that's exactly what you expected. Good job doing IncorrectTerror on the seeding. He sometimes gets the seeding a little off sometimes, and sometimes we get some weird mismatches in round 1, but these are teams he knows pretty decently well. Mini Pekkas are new, though, but Technique are not as new, I don't believe, although, to be fair, there are a good amount of new teams in this tournament. It's actually less than usual. Usually there's about 16 teams in the tournament. This one's got 14. An elimination reminder, and well, Tritone's actually disconnected. These guys are going to continue playing, though, although but I do hope that Tritone does come back. Oh, there he is. He's already back, so lucky enough we didn't actually have to reset anything. Makes things a lot easier for us as the game continues on. Demo in front, Ruin. We're going to get through Zazu. MJ World getting bumped into that one, but Tritone, and at this point, Technique, they're liking how even this game is. They want to take that lead early. I think this is a team that's just, you know, desperate to get goals on the board. Sinister Mini Pekkas are a little more patient, and yet still, well, it's not going to be easy for a Technique, and you can start to see they're really trying to get themselves into offense, and Sinister Mini Pekkas trying to answer back off the back wall. MJ World stopped by Tritone. Will be cleared away by Technique. Already 2 minutes gone, nothing happening as Sir Zesty with the follow. Thank you, Sir Zesty with the follow. Welcome to Spuddy Stream again. We're in IncorrectTerror's Top Trio Tourney number 7. This is the first round. Winner of this will be playing Little Critters, a top seed in the next round. This is a 14-team single elimination tournament. I've got 2 of the rounds of the action. We'll show you the bracket in between the series, but there's 3 other casters with me here tonight that have their own streams going on. IncorrectTerror, obviously the one who is running this. This tournament's named after him, after all. And he'll also have, joining him, is Rocket Star and Zen0. They'll be streaming on their own channels. Twitch.tv/RocketStarRL, I believe. Twitch.tv/Zen0 with a 0 instead of an O. Obviously, though, you're joining my stream, the Spuddy stream. And we've got a best of 5 Technique. Sinister Mini Pekkas. Loser is out of the tournament. Again, winner plays Little Critters in the next round. The top-seeded team, though, and this is going to be a tough battle for either of these teams, and nobody's scored yet. Is MJ World off the back wall? Second? No way. Oh my goodness, MJ World! Alright then! Oh, what a start for Sinister Mini Pekkas. MJ World, I mean, we were waiting when the first goal come in, and man, I'm happy the wait was worth it. That is incredible. That is a tough angle to score on. And Mini Pekkas, they make it look easy. MJ World. Right to the defense. Well, now he might look for a second. That's off the bar. In front for FRZ. And Ruin keeps it out. Technique. Again, they're starting to fall apart a little bit. I think their defense is more susceptible to crumbling than Sinister Mini Pekkas do. And I don't know with how close these teams are seated. Any little adjustment can be the difference maker. There's no clear rank difference between these sides. And they're both trying to bring that offense right now. Nothing else really happening, though, as it's only 1 goal. Mini Pekkas. Well, they want a second. They're definitely fighting for that second. They haven't gotten it yet, and in fact, Technique will try to answer with that one there. Clear from FRZ. And it is just going to be Technique who are trying to push in. They're starting to get, again, really aggressive. They're taking more chances. You can see Mini Pekkas waiting back, playing more passively as a result. And yet they're still finding that space. That shot was actually well placed by FRZ, just a little wide of the net. Follow-up will be saved by Tritone. Just love this kind of pressure here from these teams, really. No one's giving up anything easily as Stingray with the pinch. And Duel to Zazu, but he's missed. Tritone, he's gonna get the flick past FRZ, and Mini Pekkas still putting on the pressure again. Just looking to end this game. 1-0 is fine with them. It's game 1. The miss there from MJ World. Ruin. And Tritone looking for the chance. It will go to the corner. And MJ World past FRZ. 1 more goal for Sinister Mini Pekkas surely will secure game 1, but just need to make sure Technique don't score his double. Will be denied by Zazu. Technique looking poised to take a tying goal in that one. Here comes that. Follow up. Wide FRZ. Can he get the block? He can't. And it's Technique to tie things up in the final 10 seconds. Stingray to Tritone. And FRZ is backed up, but he can't back up enough. A tough save from that close to the net. The pressure will overwhelm Mini Pekkas in the end of the game. We're tied. Overtime now on the cards, unless something magical happens for one of these teams here in the final seconds. Ruin looking for it. In the midfield for Tritone, off the back wall. Here he goes, he doesn't have it. MJ Will clears. Stingray lets it at the ground. He won't take the chance. He'll instead let it drop for overtime. Game 1, going into golden goal territory. Mini Pekkas are the underdogs coming into this, like slight underdogs, but yet they came off to a great start and haven't been able to emulate that though. Continuing as Technique have bought themselves in the offense. But still, these teams need one more goal to decide who takes game 1. It really is anybody's goal. One mistake can definitely do it. One good play can definitely do it. When you look at this kind of gameplay, when you analyze these teams, it's really tough to decide. I think Technique's been doing a little better at getting themselves in the offense and getting scary situations, but we just saw for me, Pekkas there. Getting a play right in front of the goal line. They're still shooting. Tritone's going to block Zazu. And again, Mini Pekkas willing to take those risks upfield, willing to push very aggressively as you saw Zazu there. Almost overcommits. Seems to be par for the course though for Mini Pekkas, who done that a couple times. Ruin. Back in. He's not going to get SFRZ and a miss from Tritone. Stingray. Maybe a flip reset. Zazu dunked by Stingray. Mini Pekkas going back with FRZ. Now it's MJ World. Back wall, no second touch. Still looking for the bump on Ruin. Does get it, but Ruin still is able to force that clear out. And it's off the back wall again. Technique playing calmly. Not trying to risk anything. And it's Mini Pekkas who feel that the more urgent team. And again, they're not making too many mistakes with that urgency. It does mean they're going to be a little more aggressive in offense in overtime, but still anything can happen as MJ World couldn't get that one off that double tap. Zazu to the sidewall. Second touch not had, and another clear just for Technique as FRZ shot. Stingray's got it. Tritone, who's missed that one completely. And these teams are just continuing to play back and forth as about as even as I can guess. It's been a lot of time in between every single goal. Someone's got to score. It'll be FRZ, although he's blocked by Tritone. And maybe that's it. Off the bar. Sinister Mini Pekkas going all the way back as it's Tritone. 1-on-1 with MJ World. What a save. That is a great outlet pass to Zazu, but he's made a mistake. He's giving it to Stingray. Technique will have to just clear it back in. Those are all more than 2.5 minutes of gameplay. And still, no goals. You decide things. It's about 2.5 minutes before doing every single goal, at least so far this game. You would expect maybe goals to come very soon, but with it being overtime, with it being the start of the series for these teams, anybody's to take as Zazu to the back wall. Tritone wants to clear. He's dunked by MJ World. And just back and forth. Nobody being able to find that breakthrough. Stingray. Was a great dribble from Stingray now off the back wall. Touch in front, but Tritone can't get there, and Technique are not willing to take those kind of chances. Sinister Mini Pekkas might be more willing, but not Technique. Recognize what overcommitting's like, and they've almost got it there. What a save. And another clear from Mini Pekkas. Looking for offense, but they won't get it. Ruin sends it back. MJ World. Multiple touches. 50 on Stingray. Tritone beat by FRZ. Ruin. And nobody for Mini Pekkas able to get there in time as Ruin. Demoed FRZ now. Technique still pushing upfield, but they're losing that grip on offense very, very quickly. As Mini Pekkas. Oh, what a touch from MJ World. Now it's 1-on-1. He's put it on. And it's just at the bar again. Another crossbar shot from Mini Pekkas. Multiple times this game, they've had those chances. And they've just hit it just a little high. A look again with FRZ. Stingray clears it out. Ruin. One last touch. Zazu. Over 4 minutes straight. Still no goals. MJ World. Clear back in by Tritone. FRZ with the block. Ruin. Double on the line in for Stingray. And that's game 1. An amazing setup from Ruin. That is a tough angle. And he nearly put it in. And forces Sinister Mini Pekkas to watch as Stingray able to read that. The shot, the goal, Technique will take game 1. A 4+ minute overtime. And welcome to your start of the Incorrect Top TO Tourney. Technique. Bringing on the pressure. Almost 2 full minutes of gameplay. Yet, it wasn't to be there. As again, what a start for these guys. Sure, they'll be happy. I would be pretty happy too about that result, because that is not an easy game to get if it's being that close. As again, technique. 4 minutes of overtime. And they had to make 10 saves on the other side. Pekkas had to make 9. And this is a close series. This was expected to be close, and man, again, IncorrectTerror did his seeding very well. And let's see how things will turn out for them again. Game 2. Technique. Mini Pekkas. Who wants it? Who can take it? Again, Technique's already taken game 1, but if it's going to be as close as that last one is, this could be a series that goes all the way to game 5. It is anybody's aim to take as FRZ bumped Ruin. Cleared out to Tritone. For Technique, and really Mini Pekkas, they both want more offense. They want more goals. I have a feeling we're going to see more goals, but I don't know if it's going to really decide this series all that much. As, oh, what a pre-jump from Zazu. And that is a quick reaction. He knows exactly where that ball's going. Again, when you play it at this level, you kind of start to realize some repetitions, some plays kind of repeat themselves as FRZ. Ruin. Now look at the clear is Ruin. Zazu. Still Ruin. Pinched away by MJ World. Now one last touch. Stingray with the block. The flick. Technique looking to try to break through with Stingray. What a pinch off the back wall. MJ World doesn't have it. Oh, he is. Just enough on it. Here comes Ruin. Tritone. Redirect. And that's smashed in the back of the net. When you have to score in this series, man, you gotta play well to get those goals. But there's nothing much scarier than a redirect right in front of the goal line. As MJ World up the side wall. Double tap. For the clear, Ruin. Booms it away. And here comes FRZ. Tritone. Oh, that's not a great block. That should be open. And FRZ, he almost missed that. FRZ got very close to missing that. It's already not a great touch on there from Tritone. He wanted to hit it to the corner. He just overshot that one. FRZ nearly missed what would have been, has been the easiest goal of the series so far. As Ruin. Gonna find a chance. It's MJ World veered off the back wall. Stingray. MJ World with the flick. Tritone. Off the back wall. He's got a double tap, but that's a tough angle. Tritone won't have it. Stingray maybe with a follow-up shot. Saved by MJ World, but again, there's another kind of impasse where these teams are tied. But here comes a double. Well, they won't have to wait a double. Tritone will force it in. It's Ruin off the back wall. You get that second touch, Tritone will have it. And they have the lead. Gotta hold it. You got about a little over 2.5 minutes to do so. In fact, they might get another one in front for Tritone, and that's in the top right corner. Now they're starting to heat up here, Technique. And I was going to ask, who's going to score more? Who's going to get in that offense? It's Technique who's bringing it. And it's Tritone specifically who's got all 3 goals so far. A guy who was pretty absent last game. No surprise that once he's getting involved, he's the guy who's scoring for them. They just didn't have that shooting offensive type player ready for them. Now they do, and he's bringing in some great shots. Again, now with a 2-goal lead. Mini Pekkas, do they have a response here? Or is another one? Stingray, flip reset. Doggone MJ World! Stingray! Oh my goodness! Oh, that is nasty from Stingray. Right through MJ World. That is a nice goal from him. Technique, holy, this is a huge turnaround here in this game. 3 goals. The last game was a 4-minute overtime. I don't think we're going to be seeing overtime this game. Technique. We're just kind of in a league of our own at this point here against Sinister and Mini Pekkas. It is not close anymore. Mini Pekkas. Well, they're starting to panic here. I don't blame them for that. The series I felt kind of really in control for them. Technique. I mean, this is a series reading the 7th and the 8th seed in this bracket. In a 14-team bracket, a single elimination bracket. These are the closest seeded teams, and it's starting to show up that maybe Technique have something that Sinister Mini Pekkas do not, as maybe a redirect chance Tritone from the ceiling, trying to look for that one. Stingray, the beat on that midfield play. Here comes Tritone, blocked by FRZ. And hello there, chat. Hello there, little big guy and Earl Sunrise. Welcome in. Best of 5 series. Technique again took game 1 in a 4+ minute overtime. It was a long game, and now maybe that overtime's giving them the confidence to keep going, because in game 2, they have stepped up tremendously on offense. FRZ won't be able to get that clear. Ruin. MJ. Touch, trying to maybe look in the midfield, but it's Tritone who has it. Now the dribble from Tritone. Breezy? The fake? Oh, he almost got Zazu. Zazu was waiting. Didn't really know what he was going to do. He was kind of petrified on the goal line. And at this point for Technique, they're just running around with the ball. This game should be theirs. The series isn't over, though, obviously, with it being only 2 games haven't gone through. The Pekkas, though, would have to make a reverse sweep, and against the team who are starting to play this well in Technique. It'll be a tough battle for Mini Pekkas. As MJ World in the midfield. Oh, and jumping up there for Sinister. At this point, you might as well have someone challenge. There's no reason not to. You're down by 3. And if you get scored on again, it's not like it's going to make a difference. Surprised by the lack of aggression from Mini Pekkas. Because at this point, you might as well throw everybody at it. FRZ. Ruin. I send it away. Zazu with the early challenge. Technique. Will be jumping back, trying to get this one. Ruin's missed it. Oh, so has literally everybody else. And no more goals, at least for now. Game 2 will end just like that. It's Technique. We now have a 2-0 series lead. One more game, they're moving to that second round. The quarterfinals, actually. And it is a best of 5 after all, and Technique to make it sure it's done as quickly as they can. Still a little bit more to go, and everybody already immediately joining up back in, so ready for game 3. They want game 3 here. But again, it's up to Technique if they can do that kind of a performance over. It's going to be easy to repeat that kind of process, but with how confident this team has looked, I wouldn't be surprised if they can do it. We'll see if they can do it here. Right back in the action they go here. Is Technique, and Sinister Mini Pekkas Technique now. Only needs to just take one more game and they'll be in the next round. And it's single elimination for Sinister Mini Pekkas now. They're playing for their tournament lives. 1 loss. That's it. They're out. They cannot afford to drop a single game here against Technique. Oh, they're not going to start off that way. Zazu puts it in. It was straight on the goal line. Actually was savable for the Tritone, although he did get bumped out by MJ World, and it's not an easy place to make any block. Especially not when there's a player sitting right in front of you. And Sinister Mini Pekkas with the first goal. Actually, one of 3 different teams on the Sinister organization tournament. When Sinister Eagles has already lost in the first round due to a forfeit on their behalf. And I believe there's also one other Sinister team who's actually pretty high ranked that has a good chance of making it far in this bracket. Was maybe Mini Pekkas trying to get another one, but it's going to be blocked by Ruin. Actually, this is the first time Technique have not scored first in the game. Pekkas, if they can hold this lead, they can do a good job with it, but holding a lead is not something I think that's going to be on their minds, nor is it going to be on really anybody's mind in the series. It's been tough for either of these teams to hold leads. As Triton. Oh, in front, he's maybe going to go for one more touch against MJ World. Won't be enough technique. But here comes Ruin. To ruin the party here of Sinister Mini Pekkas. Off the back wall, Tritone. No second touch. It's Ruin again to challenge, but the offense will eventually dissipate for technique. They're going to have to restart from that corner. MJ World. Multiple touches. Tritone keeping it back in, and actually a chance to the back post. He blocked away as Stingray off the corner. FRZ. Tritone. Well, maybe a sidewall double. He's got the touch, but it's going to be blocked by MJ World, who actually had that one off the back wall. Technique sitting pretty far back now. Letting the clears come to them. These shots, these plays upfield, just going straight to Sinister Mini Pekkas. Gotta be able to create offense themselves. Whether it be through a solo play, whether it be through a pass. As Stingray, really seen him try to find those, assists for his teammates. Try to find those outlet plays. I've really been interested in how they work for him, because a lot of it comes just from him trying to pinch off the back walls. This is something he's been trying, and he hasn't been overly successful with it. As Ruin with that block. Off the corner, it's FRZ. They get through two players with that challenge, but Stingray will have the touch. And a great fake from Stingray. FRZ has it. Tritone looking for Ruin. FRZ's playing aggressively, and Sinister Mini Pekkas not letting go. Zazu's shot kept out by Ruin in another game where nobody can find a way to break through that back line. Wait a second. Oh, Stingray's got there. Almost made me eat my words with Sinister Mini Pekkas. They're still searching, though, on offense. Stingray. Zazu. Shot quickly, and that's going to find its way in. Technique. We're not ready. And it's Zazu with his second. This is just from Ruin, who just, I don't know why he's going to the back wall in the first place. Tritone was not there. And if Tritone's not covering the net, you have to cover the net as if there's going to be a shot. Misrotation from Technique. A pretty simple play usually, but obviously that communication did not live up to what they wanted it to be. Maybe it was an early call there from Stingray on that back line. Whatever it is, it's a mistake. Mini Pekkas won't let Technique live without that one. He was looking to hold the lead at this point. Tritone off the back wall. Stingray. Technique need to find themselves some passes. They're really trying to abuse that corner, but that is where Mini Pekkas want the ball to be. That's where they challenge the best. 50s usually work so well in those corners, because if they do lose it, it just goes off the back wall. As Technique, oh, Tritone. Alright then, well that's a huge confidence booster. Off the back wall, he already caught two players overcommitting. He only had MJ World to beat, and MJ World, I mean, again, he was one of the ones that overcommitted. He had to race back. He just couldn't get back in time, though. And Tritone will take the dribble. Technique will cut that lead of Sinister Mini Pekkas in half. All they need is one more goal, and this kickoff can deliver, because Stingray already looking for it. Fakes the double tap. Tritone. Zazu again involved in the 50s, in the challenges. Here's Mini Pekkas utilizing 50-50s to their advantage. Technique, though, just want a shot at Stingray. Blocked in front. FRZ. Technique's ball again, and double commit. Stingray will race after it. MJ World, it's Tritone to send it back in off the back wall. FRZ's only got one touch, though. Ruin waiting on MJ World's touch. He's got a 60 boost. He doesn't want to use it if he doesn't have to. Stingray will that ball, but he doesn't get to it and beat Zazu. He's still just having to break through that back line in the first place, but here they go. Tritone almost did another dribble play, but he ran out of boost early. Just trying to find another chance. Stingray. Oh, that's an incredible touch. In fact, he's actually going to fall on top of this. It's pinched off the post. Here comes Ruin to try to take it, but he's too slow. And Sinister trying to let the time tick away, but here's a chance for Stingray. That's off the back wall. FRZ will clear. Ruin looking across. This one's been bumped. A team bump from as well. Came from Sinister, and they might have to deal with one more chance on them, because Stingray redirected. Ruin. Oh, it's kept up, but it will eventually hit the ground. Mini Pekkas will take it. Another really close game, but it's a good start from Mini Pekkas that allows them to keep it going. Shooting from technique just fell flat. Tritone scored 4 goals last game. He scored 0 this time. So he scored 1 this time around. For technique, I need to see more from the other players on offense. They haven't scored a lot. Get a bit more interesting, a bit more competitive. We might even see maybe a chance of a reverse sweep. Mini Pekkas could definitely do it. And we'll see how Game 4 works for this Mini Pekkas team, who's got themselves back in offense, back with the pressure. They've got to maintain it. They've got to be able to do it again. Technique, I mean, they're not going to try to start off that way. Here comes Ruin. Blocked by FRZ, and already a quick shot on from Technique. Again, I need to see a little more creativity on that offense. So much of it is just Tritone scoring over again. And you can't rely on one player to do the scoring for you. Yeah, it might take down Mini Pekkas. Wouldn't take them down easily, that's for sure. And it definitely won't take down little critters. That's a team with multiple weapons. As FRZ, the double tap. And well, you usually expect FRZ to get those. A little bit off kilter, a little off his angle. All it takes to make that double tap go wide as here comes Ruin. MJ World. Tritone. Oh, and Zazu's almost own goal. Oh, he'll be fortunate. That's going off the post and wide. Hey, Pekkas looking for offense with Zazu. Tritone. MJ World. Gets past one. Now he's got the dribble. Won't be able to get through it. Stingray, though. And Technique will wait on this. Clear from Tritone. It's Stingray with the redirect. FRZ off the back wall. Tritone. Infield for Ruin. Intentional shot wide. Technique knowing that they can't let themselves get dunked in that position when everybody's up all like that. It's actually a really intelligent play, even though they can't score because of it. It does prevent them from being scored on. There's Tritone. FRZ with the block, but it goes right perfectly for Ruin. Again, Mini Pekkas keeping that back line really congested. They always seem to have at least 2 players there, and if not, all 3 of them. Cannot break through that defense easily for Technique. Want to see them get involved with some demos as well. If the team's going to sit back that far, you gotta mix in some demos. There's no way you're going to break them without it. Mechanics may be good, but they're not going to be good enough. A 1v3 Sinister Mini Pekkas. Or you can just wait for a mistake, I guess, because that's exactly what happens. Tritone with an easy goal. And I guess sometimes you don't need to demo them, because FRZ just did the work for him there. He did not get a touch he wanted. And Tritone. That's going to be one he'll be happy with. He gives Technique the lead, and every time they've scored first in the game, they've won it. See if they can kind of continue that, although, again, 1 goal, very likely not going to be enough for this team to win this game. They'll need at least another. Probably a couple more, realistically, for Technique. As Ruin. To the corner. MJ World dunked by Ruin. It will be Tritone, who is with the ball. He's going to look for a dribble. He's challenged by MJ World. Now maybe a redirect from Stingray. Zazu. Shot on. It's actually cleared by Stingray, who to get to it. Now he's going to have that touch. Yeah, I know it is going to be confusing. Stingray's actually got an orange. Sorry, not an orange. A red car on the field. Interesting choice from him to play red while he's on the blue team. I guess it's not that confusing. He does have a nameplate after all. A good dunk there from Stingray, who still with it. Now looking for Tritone in the midfield. And that is quickly acted upon. Another for Tritone. Every time Technique score, it's from Tritone. Actually, I think that might be true for this whole series. I don't think Stingray or Ruin have scored at all. Could be wrong, though, but Tritone has scored the vast majority of the goals at the very least. Mini Pekkas, do they have a response? Tritone, right back to his usual scoring ways. That is not a good thing. Here for the chances of Mini Pekkas as Ruin. 2 touches. Now off the back wall goes FRZ. Stingray. MJ World. Here comes Tritone, and Azu will send it out. Ruin misses it off the back wall. FRZ, who's able to keep it in for Sinister Mini Pekkas, who desperately do need offense as this game is starting to tick down to its final minute. Azu Beats one, but he doesn't have enough boost to beat Ruin. And Technique are going to try to wait a little further back. They're going to play a little more defensively, I think. I want to take chances. They don't want to risk anything. Just make sure that Sinister Mini Pekkas don't get the offense they want. Bumped into it is Zazu. Looking for the clear. Tritone. Off the back wall. Tritone to find Stingray. And that's goal 3. And, well, if nobody else has scored but Tritone, that's going to be wrong now. What a performance. What a start. Orlum is now off the back wall. Tritone clears. Go off the corner. Zazu will send it out. Ruin. Sent in. Great block from MJ World, but there's many Pekkas. Do they have anything left in them? Any energy? Any way to get a goal? Or does Technique take them down? They say that their technique is working pretty well for them. Alright, that was very low-hanging fruit. I'm sorry, everybody. Not really, though. When you work as a caster, you get to make those really terrible jokes, and everybody has to pretend to laugh at you. So, make sure you all laugh in chat. Say LOL or LMAO in chat, or I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I'm losing it. I'm losing it. It's Friday evening for me. I don't know what's happening to me. What I can say, I do know what's happening. Technique will take this series 3 games to 1. They'll be the ones taking on Little Critters next round. Again, it's a performance Technique who really relied on Tritone. And while that might be their success this series, it's not going to be their success against Little Critters. They're going to need to have... Little Critters are going to have multiple weapons. It's going to be a lot tougher. Again, that's it. A 3-1 Technique will take it. Again, they get to play Little Critters afterwards. So again, we'll be getting to that match relatively soon. But again, what a series it will be. Again, Mini Pekkas just couldn't do it, couldn't make it happen. Again, Technique, take it 3-1. Let me make sure I get that result updated for everyone. Whatever result that is, as hopefully that match has already been updated. It is the last match of the first. It's not the last match of the first round because we still have to have your Team Savvy. Their match is still, I think, ongoing with again Zen Zero's, not Zen Zero's. Yes, it is Zen Zero's stream. He'll be in that match afterwards. So that'll be fun. But again, we got the result there, and again, it's gonna be Technique. Little Critters up next. Little Critters will be taken to the field very soon. Again, we'll see that match after this quick break. Okay. Hello everybody, welcome back. We do have confirmation, both these teams are about ready to get things started, so again, thank you so much for joining. I do have an updated bracket for you all. There you go. This is, again, the only update they didn't have by the time I was able to make this picture is obviously the fact that Technique did just beat Sinister Pekkas on stream 3-1. Now they play Little Critters, another best of 5. And what a series that will be. That will be exciting again. I do believe we have both teams in. Oh, excuse me. Just... that's a bad... hiccup moment. Bad timing. Apologies. I think that's it though. I'm hoping that's it. But yeah, again, I believe everybody's joining in. I think the only thing is Little Critters just need like another minute because one of the players is having some issues, so... how about that? Yep, they just got a good... We got everybody in. They said that they're ready, so let's get things going. For another best of 5. What a series this will be. It is now Little Critters on the blue, Technique on the orange. Technique having just won their last series. Coming with some momentum, but Little Critters are the #1 seed, and well, that's not how a #1 seed usually starts things. Stingray is going to take the first goal, and Technique off to a great start. We've already seen Technique ruin Stingray, Tritone. Little Critters with extreme to wins, Anti, and Vada. They are a mainstay in the top trio tournaments. They've been in a lot of these. They're almost always the top team. And they win a lot of them, so... again, these guys have a lot on their mind, and well, already extreme to wins, putting one right back. And yeah, it's Little Critters who... I mean, again, they gave up the first goal, but that's not really what's on their mind. What's on their mind is just to, you know, make a response. And again, this is a very high-level team, so... not surprised to see them do this. I believe this team is easily all of them are like well into SSL. Whereas Technique might be like mid-GC. Maybe like around GC 2. Maybe a little higher ranked. They might be a lot higher ranked actually, but for now, look at us again. They are winning this on like rank difference, but we'll see if that rank difference is something that Technique can overcome. It's very tough to do that. You know, the difference in the GC and SSL ranks is very, very big. And Prada was already showing you the difference that this will make. Is now in front for Anti, and it's goal 2 for Little Critters. Mind, this is a best of 5, but for Technique, this is going to be a tough series for them. I actually forgot to make a prediction poll. Let me make it real quick. Again, Little Critters are that #1 seed if you're wondering, so... yes, whoever can beat them will have a very, very good time, but it's going to be tough if anybody can beat them. Because Technique... I mean, they're up to the task, but it's going to be a tough one. It's single elimination again, still, and... you know, all matches are best of 5 until I think the grand finals, which are best of 7. And well, look at this from Little Critters. I mean, this is just a team that is looking consistent. Anti is going to make it another. Poor Technique, they just can't handle Little Critters at this point. And this could be a very long series, but not in the way that it usually is when it comes to being long. It's usually a long series because of how many games these teams face and because of how close it is. I don't know how close it's actually going to be. I guess we'll find out. Enough as here comes Stingray. Otto with an easy block, and again, Little Critters just trying to make that transition happen. The real question, I think, would be, like, how many goals do they want to score? How many goals will they score? As Extreme to wins, almost made it 4, but Rytone's gonna get that block. Prada. Got Extreme waiting in the midfield, and oh, he's gonna just, I know, great pass to him. Ruin with the block. Anti, jumping, saved away in the midfield. It's Prada, the flick, and Ruin will have a lot more boost than I think they expected there from Little Critters. They thought he had nothing. Why they went for that is now a miss from Extreme to wins. Tritone high. Prada. Redirect that one out, and here goes Extreme to wins. Little Critters again, it's just, even when they're in danger, they're so quick to get out of it. That's one of the things that really does mark the difference of these higher ranked players, is how quickly can you recover from mistakes. Little Critters are definitely doing it better at this point, but I like Technique aren't going to get their chances. Here comes Ruin. Extreme to wins. with that one saved. Got a demo on Ruin as well. Prada, who's missed that. Stingray there as well. Right zone through the midfield. And Technique looking for offense. They're gonna get it. It's Ruin. Blocked by Extreme to wins. And that's open for him. It's 4 for Little Critters. They give him a small opening and they're going to make sure they take it. You give him an inch, they take a mile. And that has a lot of space for Extreme to wins to shoot at. He's not missing that net. Nobody on that team will be. And again, Little Critters have a ton of different options for offense. Here and against Technique, it's going to be mostly Extreme to wins and Anti in offense. Prada's a little more defensive in style. This team works pretty well together as that's a play across the midfield. Anti. Leave it to our Extreme to wins. Now Extreme looking in the midfield. Ruin. No second touch. Anti. Off the corner. Extreme. Anti. Doesn't have it. It's now Prada. Shot on. Ruin's going to keep it out. As here he goes. Plunged anyways here. Technique. Looking to just keep that offense. Trying to get, anything to go. But once again, they overcommit. Ruin will get back, though. And let's keep that out. And still, follow-up shots from Little Critter is going to make things tough. As a shot from Little... That's actually really well placed for Stingray. Just too high. But here comes Tritone. It's 2 for Technique. And they're keeping it close here against Little Critters. Admittedly, I don't know how much Little Critters are actually trying to play perfectly. But Technique are definitely giving them a tough time. They're going to score a couple goals against these guys. Little Critters should, at least be somewhat cautious of the team they have to play against. It's not like it's going to get easier after Technique. As I think Little Critters, what they're going to plan is just to get another goal, keep themselves a couple goals ahead. Just that if things do go wrong, they're still in a great position. Until Technique definitely getting themselves out of defense, out of the danger a lot more often. But here comes Little Critters the other way. And maybe take the counters on those, more heavy commits here from Technique. Now they are pushing out. The risk with having an amount of breakouts from Technique is that it is easy to overcommit once you do get offense. Here comes Little Critter to Prada. Second touch. Take it himself. Stingray will keep it out. Anti. Tritone. Looking towards the net. He's got a dribble. Stingray wants to bump. It's 15 through by Tritone. And that will fall in. Another from Tritone. It's free for Technique. And now Little Critters need to be worried. Sure, they may not have been... They didn't have any reason to worry with it being a 2-goal lead. Now they'd have to. With it only being 1. Technique starting to fight back valiantly. Little Critters just need to hold them off at this point. Specifically, Tritone's going to be their major concern. He's going to be the one that's scoring almost all the goals here for Technique, as they don't have a problem relying on him. He's obviously consistent. I was worried he may not be that way in the series, but he is proving that his shooting ability is not a one-time thing. No, this is something he does all the time, and no wonder why Technique trusts him so much. As Extreme to wins, Anti trying to clear. Ruin sending it right back in for Technique. Tritone off the back wall. It's Anti trying to boom it away, but Stingray to Ruin. Tritone sure to follow. Multiple touches off the corner. Prada will react to it. And is that an own goal? Oh, that's an own goal. Oh, that just goes in. It's Tritone to tie things up. But I don't believe it was Tritone at this last touch. It was not. Almost certain it was somebody on Little Critters, and it was Anti. Right off his own bar and in. That's a great shot for Anti, but on the wrong goal. And Little Critters, having amassed what was a 3-goal lead at one point, have now lost it. They will go for the fake kickoff. And just to get that goal right back here against Technique. Prada on a double commit. Second touch. Extreme to wins, who can clear it, and that was dangerous for Little Critters, but they do get rid of it. Now Extreme to wins. Ruin with the block. Prada. Extreme to wins on the back wall, but that first touch just goes nowhere. Anti trying to keep it alive. Tritone wants it ended, and he will get his wish granted. We're going to overtime. Same as the last series. Will this one be as long? I would expect it not to be. With how these teams are more willing to play aggressive, more willing to score each other. There's not as much of a deadlock on defense. Goal to end game 1 should come relatively soon. And Technique are playing exceptionally well here against Little Critters. Really been able to force Little Critters to stay back a lot more. I think Little Critters are taking this pretty seriously now, and they're realizing, well, this Technique team actually has something against them. All they need is just, I think, one good shot from Tritone, and that could end the game. Here's Prada. Stingray with the block. I was trying to pinch past Anti, but he's getting off the back wall. Little Critters. Gonna push through, but again, Technique quickly sends it back, and they are great at keeping offense. Little Critters relying more on those counterattacks, quick offensive plays, quick shots. Stuff that isn't going to hold forever on that play is now ruined. It's open! Fake in front for Tritone! It's there! It's in! It's Technique with game 1! Little Critters could not escape the comeback. Technique with the momentum, and Tritone 4 goals in a row. And that is Technique's win. Game 1 is theirs. Little Critters being the number 1 seed. They got a real battle ahead of them. Technique are giving them a real tough test. And for Little Critters, it's now going to be up to them to kind of situate themselves, take this a lot more seriously. This is not a series that is going to be as easy as they thought it once was. Little Critters being given a real scare here by Technique. We'll see if there's more added to this. Because Technique would love to keep doing this. Little Critters. And it's time for them, I think, to take this a little more seriously. They were kind of playing relaxed last game. Now it's time to maybe sit up. Again, they are the number 1 seed for a reason. They're the favorites to take this matchup. They've got to be careful, because Technique making this real tough for them as an overcommit. Ruin. Not in. Anti doesn't have it. Here comes Stingray, and oh, he's missed his shot completely. There'll be Little Critters to clear with Anti. They'll flick in the midfield for Prada. Tritone. Technique having to wait his pressure from Little Critters. Just can't let it boil over. Can't let themselves get beat too easily. Boost's also going to become a concern for this team, because without Boost, they're not going to get to these challenges, and Extreme to Wins knows that. It's why they're keeping the ball up so high. And Technique just ran out. Little Critters will put in goal 1. Again, Little Critters have looked like the more dominant team when they get things sorted out. They look very, very strong. They look like a team that shouldn't lose. We'll see if that continues here, because it could really go either way. As long as Technique kind of get that offense going again, if they get that momentum under their belt, this is a team that loves it. Once they score, they kind of can't stop the scoring. The Critters are going to try to delay that scoring as long as possible. But it might not be easy, because Extreme to Win's trying to dance his way around the defense. Now 50, Prada. Stingray with the clear. Now 50 on Anti. Stingray. 1 touch. Now the bump on Extreme to Wins. It's open! And Ruin will take it. My throat is clogged, but Technique. They're finding their breakthroughs. Stingray, bump on the last defender, and that opens it up for Ruin. And Technique are slowly but surely, again, it's a play style that works. They just have such smart plays. And they're taking Little Critters quite seriously. They know how good this team is. As Ruin with the fake, he's got this one. He's not going to get through Extreme to Wins, but here comes Stingray on target. And Technique finding more chances. As Tritone. Stopped by Extreme to Wins. Stingray. Off the back wall, looking for the bump on Prada. Won't be able to get it. Technique are really waiting on those bumps to work for them. I don't know what they need to score here. They know that Little Critters are always going to have someone back. So if they can bump that defender out, that will make things easier for them as Stingray. We get multiple to commit. Prada with the flick. Tritone. Multiple touches. Bumped out anyways. Anti. Ruin. Beats him. Prada. Pinch it out. Little Critters aren't going to have any of that on offense. Another clear from Technique, and they're doing really well holding this pressure. Tritone, flip reset. Wanted that bump on Anti. Could not land it. Little Critters again with the clear. Prada. Stingray with the touch out, and Technique again. They have to be careful on defense. This is where Little Critters really are quite dangerous. They're gonna show you that, but what a save from Ruin. Jump into his own net. Not easy, but he makes it happen. And Technique are keeping this tied. And they've already scored. More goals sure to follow here for Technique with how they're playing. Will they come soon enough? Little Critters trying to make that not as a double. Wide. It's open. It's in for Extreme to Wins. And while there was a player that got back there for Technique, that's a desperation challenge. And that is how things work for them. Little critters in the lead here for game 2, but will that lead stick around? Have to find out as Prada. Tritone with the clear. Stingray trying to keep it out. Technique need to get upfield a little more often. They're not getting a lot of offense. Starting to realize that maybe they were a little in over their head for this one. As off the back wall, little critters. Looking just to keep that pressure. Looking just to keep this technique team in their own defensive half as Prada looking for free. Ruin. They'll catch up to it. Again, the boost still not in favor of technique. As they're starting to really run out. Tritone. Everything he's got just to get that one touch. Anti. And it's a challenge from Stingray. He's missed it. That should have been a shot for Stingray. Should have been goal 2 for technique. Instead, they're still stuck on defense. And little critters aren't going to let up this vice grip anytime soon. May not get a goal. They may not be getting a lot of goals, but they know how to keep offense and they know how to get themselves to transition around the field. Little critters, now with a little bit of insurance. No questions, I'm sure. Gonna be happy with that one. Still time for technique to make some sort of response, some sort of comeback. It's not looking likely though with how little critters are playing. Again, they took this game a lot more seriously and for a very good reason. Technique are still able to get offense, but you can tell little critters are definitely the better team, at least in this game. Just holding that momentum, holding that pressure so well. They're suffocating technique out of offense. Here's Prada. That's almost a close angle shot, but won't go in. Little critters nearly get their 4th. Technique looking for the clear. Stingray now. It's light touch. Prada with a block. Tritone. Prada again. The only goal from technique having come from Ruin. They're going to have to kind of rethink things. This is not a series that's going to be as easy as maybe they once thought. Sure, they took game 1, but it came to overtime and it came to them getting so much momentum. Little critters in reality are a team that is a lot better than that game 1 performance. Showing it here, what they can do. For technique. They're going to have to give up game 2 on this one. They are looking for a 0-second goal. These guys are keeping the ball up. Anti. Looking to get it there. It's Ruin who does save it away. Will eventually hit the ground. Little critters tie the series up at 1. And again, it's a response that I think was expected from this little critters team. Technique. Gotta find offense. They gotta be able to have everybody, you know, get involved in it. Tritone cannot be the only one scoring for them, and while they can rely on Tritone, cannot be the only player going upfield. So again, we're gonna go into game 3. Little critters taking some time to lock things out. It seems maybe just try to make a few more adjustments. They want these games to be even more one-sided. They don't like how close it is. They don't like how technique is keeping it with them. Well, we'll see if maybe little critters will make even more adjustments. Reminder, technique is the 6th seed. Sorry, the 7th seed coming into this. So they're literally in the middle of all the teams against a 14-team single elimination bracket. This is what is considered the quarterfinals, so big deal as Tritone. Get through Prada. We'll instead leave it for Stingray and technique looking for an early chance, but little critters easily get rid of it, and now here they go. Speed at which they can get those shots going as well as then it's going to be tough for technique to answer to. Technique's definitely not the faster team. Might be able to control play against little critters, but they won't be faster than them, that's for sure. Raw speed, little critters have them beat. And that's a great shot from Extreme to wins. He's showing you that exact speed. Technique weren't ready. And look at how fast little critters put that shot on. They don't take a lot of time to get there. A little opening, a little chance. All they need. That is a chance they'll be happy with. Chance they'll take. Now, Technique looking to answer off the corner. They won't get that touch, though. Little Critters again to the air so quickly. And that aerial-based playstyle is intentional from them. They're trying to force Technique to waste that boost. They know most teams aren't going to have that boost management skills to keep them out. Technique is included in that, I think, list of teams that are going to struggle with that. Little Critters, their whole, again, kind of job is to force Technique to lose their boost on defense. And that's when they can strike. That's when they can score. Technique have actually kind of flipped the game on them. They're the ones who are trying to keep that gameplay going. They aren't keeping the boost, though. It's something that Little Critters have won pretty strongly in this series. I think it's something that they're going to continue to win, because I don't think Technique is trying to win the boost game. Little Critters just doing it exceedingly well. Definitely better than Technique will. Anti, maybe a double tap. Well, bumped off, but here comes the follow-up. That one is forced in by Extreme to wins. Little Critters, it's Anti who could put in the double, then it's Prada whose follow-up shot goes just high, and in comes Extreme to wins to finish it off. 1, 2, 3, all players involved from Little Critters. That's their second goal of the game, and reminder, winner of Game 3 will take match points. Very fortunate, a very favorable position here for Little Critters. If they can get themselves that match point, they'll be in a very poised position to take the series in 4. The sidewall, here comes Anti. Redirects will go wide. Ruin, close to it. Off the ceiling. Stingray. Team to wins, already up for it. He's gonna pass it off to Anti. Ruin. For Technique, they haven't been shut out yet tonight in any match of theirs in this tournament. Little Critter trying to make this their first shutout loss for Technique. Technique, good on them for continuing the offense. There's still half the game to go for them to get that comeback going, or at the very least get a goal. That's going to be tough to do, and oh my, what a save from Ruin. I thought that was in. That should have been it. What a redirect as well. I mean, that was a perfect pre-jump from the Little Critters. Yeah, somehow Technique get back Ruin with a incredible desperation goal line save. Little Critters will have to find a new way to try to score. Or at least, they'll have to do it a little bit better. As the shot from Extreme to wins not in. Anti. That could have been his. That Technique will send it downfield. This one's on. Anti's got the block. I like Technique's aggression. They're keeping up that aggression. They're still a very positive team in this game. They haven't let the last game really get to them. The fact that Little Critters are doing so well keeping this offense has not gotten to Technique. This is a team that is not trying to play with emotion. Sure, they might be able to score a ton more after they get that first goal, but they're not a team that gets down very quickly. That is a strong point in their favor as Tone looking for Ruin. Team 2 wins off the corner. Anti. Back to Prada. Little Critters just want one more goal just to make sure this game is well and truly theirs. His Anti finds Prada. Across to Extreme to wins, and that's gone just wide of the net. But again, another chance for Little Critters where they're taking just domination of that offensive half. This Tritone with the dribble. That ball's gonna pop its way through. Extreme to wins with the pinch. Tritone's still there. He's flicked this one ahead. Bumped out anyways as Stingray won't be able to beat through Little Critters. Prada. Extreme to wins left back with 13 boost. He's also getting bumped. This will create some opportunities for Technique if they took advantage, but they can't. Anti quickly there to shut it down. I think we'll have to try again from the midfield and the Little Critters team that is, on a good boost total. Extreme 2 wins. Extreme 2 wins will clear anyways. And Little Critters keeping that shutout Technique. I've scored at least once every single game so far, but this one will be a little different than that. It's Little Critters giving them a real tough time. And now the number 1 seed, who lost game 1, is now only 1 game away from taking this best of 5 series and moving on to the semifinals. Go to game 4. Again, Little Critters not taking any chances now with technique. Just looking to take this series here and end it and move on. Maybe try technique and get themselves on the board early. I think that's really the only way I can see them taking down Little Critters if they score early and they can hold on. Other than that, it's going to be a tough battle. That's going to be, one that I don't know if technique's going to be able to handle. Definitely done their job trying. Again, they've really pushed, but they haven't been able to get enough of it out of it. And no goals this game. Things are looking really tough for them. They're ready here for Game 4. Could be the last game of the series, but it could be the last game for my time on the IncorrectTerror's Top Trio 27. I'll have to see. Let's get ourselves back in Game 4 now. Little Critters can take the series here and move on to the semifinals. The technique. Well, they could potentially force Champions Field, and Champions Field, who knows if they can get some momentum and really take Little Critters for a spin. It's going to be tough, though, because Little Critters just look like the much stronger team. Especially when they get to offense, they just hold the pressure down. Technique, having just difficulties actually being able to break out of their own half in the first place. Nonetheless, getting onto offense and scoring goals against Little Critters. Did take Game 1 for a reason here, technique. Little Critters, though, have stepped up. They recognize Game 1. They cannot play like that again, and they, make sure they kind of put in a bit stronger performance. Just forcing technique to have to kind of keep up with them, and that's something that they can't do easily. But that's in for Stingray. Little Critters, they kind of lost on the rotation. Extreme to Wins did not get out that challenge on Ruin, and Prada just has to wait back. He's forced into that situation. He doesn't have any other option. And his technique with the first goal. Little Critters maybe took their guard down on those challenges, just one after the other, just a little too far apart. Does happen even for the best teams at that rotation. Doesn't hold forever, is now in front. Stingray with the clear. Extreme to Wins. Dribble. The back wall cleared by Ruin. Prada has it. And flick it out. Anti. Technique looking just to search back in. Oh, what a touch from Anti. Stingray has it out, though. At this point, ball's kind of moving around back and forth. Little Critters, though, having to deal with technique, and both these teams, again, have shown that they have that ability to hold them off the midfield and get themselves in the offense for longer periods of time. Technique and Little Critters have both succeeded in that. Little Critters looking for a chance there from Extreme to Wins. Anti now off the corner. Extreme to Wins. Back in. Prada. Beat by Ruin. No second touch means Little Critters got to go all the way back. Play a little more defense. Stingray's actually been bumped out. Extreme to Wins. And tries on with no boost. There's Anti, though, and Little Critters. This is not the position they want to be in. Anti will go and get that corner, though. It's a miss, and that's open. It's in for Ruin. Technique will double their lead to 2, and Little Critters. I mean, this is just an inexcusable mistake for Prada. That is just not great there from him. He gives it away too easily, and his touches are just too heavy. Technique looking for Game 5. They could actually very well get it if Little Critters are not playing up to the standard. As Ruin. Free flip. Off the back wall. No second touch, but Little Critters. Awkward again. Stingray. Here from Extreme to Wins. This second touch. We'll look for Anti. Little Critters struggling now, because again, once Technique gets one goal, another one is sure to follow, and another, and another. They just keep on scoring. Once the momentum gets on their side, it's tough to take it away from them. Little Critters will have to do just that, and more as Extreme to Wins. A search in the midfield, Ruin. As that went away. Little Critters again just trying to clear that ball, trying to get themselves upfield. They've had no possession, no pressure really. Technique just controlling it, and here's a goal for Tritone. It's been a while since he's last scored, but He will here, and it's now Technique who have a third goal in their favor. Again, Game 5 looking more and more likely longer this game goes on. It's Extreme to wins. It's a flick. Tritone with a block. Pressure from Little Critters will boil over. They're keeping up with them. It's the first of the game for Extreme to wins. Little Critters, well, they have 106 seconds to get 2 more goals like that one. Easier said than done, that's for sure. And I mean, even so, it doesn't even look easy to do. There's Extreme 2 wins. Dunk on Ruin. You looking for a flip reset? AB. Anti. Kept out as Tritone. Prada. Off the back wall. Ruin. Extreme 2 wins. The flick. The pop. Anti. Gets 2 to commit here. It's there. Prada will put it in. They didn't need much time. Only 24 seconds later. Little Critters have their second, and the comeback's starting to happen. Technique falling apart. It was expected to be a guaranteed win for them. Well, there is no such thing as a guaranteed win in a match like this when, you know, there's still this much time left, and Little Critters getting the offense back online. Technique needs to play careful, because Little Critters not going to make it easy. What a pass across! Technique won't be able to make that 4 though, and here goes Anti. Anti, he's got an options there. He's going to look for the pass across. It was close to net. He thought maybe everybody on that net was on Technique was pushed up a little high, but actually we're waiting back pretty far back and able to control that one as Anti and pinch Prada. Great flick. Get the bump on Ruin. That's actually going to be a little slow there for Little Critters, and will still be Extreme to wins ball, who has the flick, looking for Prada. No second touch. It's Anti on. Tritone's got it. He's the only one to boost at this point, actually, for his team. In fact, everybody on Technique struggling to keep themselves afloat. Here comes Prada. Stops anyways. Extreme 2 wins to Anti. Ruin blocks it. Extreme 2 wins back. A minute and 22 seconds to get that last goal, and Little Critters haven't been able to do so. And only 10 seconds left, and they're stuck on their back line. Extreme 2 wins. Prada looking at 0 seconds, and they'll keep this ball up. Oh, no, they don't. A miss from Extreme 2 wins. Technique actually now have forced it to go to Game 5. One more game will decide this series. And who would have expected this from the 7th seed and the 1st seed? Champions Field. Here we go. Oh, Critters had such a slow start, too. They had 12 shots compared to the 7 of Technique. Yet their scoring didn't start until the final 2 minutes. It's just a bit slow from Little Critters at this point. We could see Technique potentially take the series. We'll see if that happens. Because Technique's going to do that all game all over again, and that is not an easy thing to do. Just to keep themselves 1 goal ahead. They had to play essentially perfectly and hope that Little Critters wasn't playing up to standard. That's not something you can always rely on, but something that they have to rely on, because Little Critters, I mean, if they're playing well, it's going to be tough. In fact, I would even consider it improbable. Almost impossible for Technique. You got to win. As Ruin with the clear, Prada. Take it out. Tritone. Extreme 2 wins, only 20 boost. He's bumped away. Stingray now looking for offense again. Anti. Oh, across for Extreme 2 wins. And this is actually a good chance to set up for a double. Oh, he almost put it in himself, actually. Technique. We did not see him there. It could have been a goal for Extreme 2 wins. I don't think he expected it to be so open, though. And, yeah, he regrets probably not taking the shot when he could have. But again, it's a tough play to really predict. The Technique now moving. Won't work. Prada. Redirect. Ruin. Challenged by Extreme 2 wins. And Technique. Continuing that push, but you can tell there's a lot of pushback from Little Critters, who Again, are doing their thing. They're suffocating them. They're holding offense, and they'll get the goal. Extreme Twins, just enough power to get through Stingray. Prada looks infield. Extreme Twins. He puts a lot of punch behind that one. Stingray still almost had it saved. Boy, what a play that would be if he kept it out. It won't be enough. And this game will, at this point, go in the favor of Little Critters. See if maybe a technique get themselves on offense a little more often. Because right now they definitely need it. Great save there, as I don't know if Tritone was ready for that, but he is in the right place. Ruin now. Vada. Clear from Anti. Stingray. To Extreme Twins. A clear from Tritone, who's gonna get past Anti. Vada now. Bumped out. It will be the shot. That's gonna be blocked anyways. As Little Critters looking just to keep that one goal lead at this point. Really no reason to ever give up anything more than that. As long as they're playing good defense. Technique's not going to score, and in Technique, while he tries what they can, getting in the offense is already tough enough. Getting through Little Critters is a lot tougher. I think they're really hoping just for Little Critters to make a mistake that they can score off of. What happened last game, that's how they got their initial, I think, couple goals. Was from those mistakes, and well, Little Critters just need to make sure they don't do that. Really all they need to do is not play, you know, with mistakes, and they should be in a pretty strong position, although they gotta be careful. Clear from Ruin. Prada racing back. Stingray couldn't get the dunk, but in comes Tritone. He's gonna look for more, and Extreme Twins already waiting. Anti. Ruin, it's a big clear. Extreme Twins with a flick. Tritone, double tap. Ruin, oh, that could have been a chance. A tough shot, though, and yeah, Ruin wasn't even looking for it. He was looking to pass across. Here comes another chance. That could have also gone in for Little Critters. They'll miss that flick. As Ruin, a product challenged by Tritone. Shot on. It's Extreme Twins to block it. Off the sidewall, it's Ruin. Prada keeps it away. Extreme Twins. Stingray. And a bouncer. Prada. Oh, what a redirect. Anti's run a challenge there. Stingray with that pinch. And Technique moving upfield again. Ruin demoed out. Technique, though, on offense still. Stingray down. Tritone not faster than Prada. Ruin couldn't get the redirect. It goes across the Tritone. Now he's looking across for Ruin again, but that touch too heavy. Technique's got to go back as Little Critters moving up again. Pass to Prada. Demoed out by Ruin as these teams and they get a bit more nasty in their play. Looking for anything to break each other with. This one goal lead for Little Critters is not safe. Technique just needs something. Ruin. Stingray. That one to the bottom right. And Technique have got it. 4 minutes. 47 seconds of gameplay. They finally get a goal. And it's at a desperate time indeed. Tie game. Next goal will surely be the one to win it. And Technique looking ready, but here comes Extreme Twins. Ruin with the block. Prada's missed. Ruin looking to keep offense. This one, though, will be kept up actually by Tritone. He's cleared Stingray. And it! Oh, he's hit the ground. And that one could not have been much closer. That one, just a small separation between these players. And this one bouncing, clear. Technique. Just wants to win this one as best as they can. Anti. Now I shot in front. That's it. Anti will take it. And that is Little Critters, who I believe have taken the series with that one. Wow, what a close one. Game 5, overtime technique. Gave Little Critters a real run for their money. Wow, that one. I mean, that could have been much closer. Little Critters barely escaped with their life on that one. 3-2 and that one. I mean, credit to technique. That is a tough thing to do, to take on the top team in the tournament, the cleared best team in the tournament, and actually almost take them down. And yet it was so close. An overtime. Man, so many what ifs about that. That could have gone so many different ways. And yet here we are talking about the what ifs when really the what has happened. Well, what has happened is going up right here again, a 3-2, and actually again a big win though for Little Critters. They're moving into the semifinals. They're playing the winner of Sinister Diversity TC. And Little Critters moving on. The 3-2 win. Again, I believe that is it. I am getting some conflicting reports so that this might be a best of 7 series, meaning we'd have to continue, but we'll see. I don't think it is though. I think we're told it's best of 5 round 2 at least. So yeah, that seems to be it. Little Critters winning that one, and we're gonna get a raid going. As soon as we can. Who is on our side of the bracket? I see, there we go again. We'll get a raid going here. We'll actually go and raid IncorrectTerror and make sure that we can get him some love. But again, what a tournament has been. Fun stream. Again, let's go raid IncorrectTerror. Show some love for what he was able to see. Oh, Critters took the series, and my, what exciting action that was. 3-2. But again, thank you so much for joining. I'll be live Thursday again, that 9:30 matchup, versus Nulla Flight, Ghost White. We'll see you guys very soon.